Gee, Richard, what a beautiful day. It's about 1:15 now, and Damien has dropped me back here at Lidl's in Sligo, and we had a lovely breakfast this morning with my sister Laura and Angela and Damien. Angela and Laura are away on the road back home now, but it was brilliant having them and sharing those moments, making those memories for a couple of days. Loved it, and I'll miss you. But I went into the campsite. I slept on the golf course, and I went into the campsite there that Laura and Angela were on, and I had a shower, and it's the first shower I've had for, I can't remember, a good few days, and it set me to thinking, as things do. Like, a basic thing like a shower, I normally wash every day, every morning before I go out, and then sometimes I'd have a shower before when I come home, sometimes even 2 times a day I'd have a wash. And it's, how many millions of people in the world haven't even got water to wash themselves, really? And it reminded me of the time when I was in Palestine, and when I arrived there, the army and the settlers were really intensely attacking and raiding and trying to catch us. It was so much so that we had to spend a lot of time hiding in the tent from the drones, and we had to sleep. We slept with our clothes on and our boots on, and we had lookouts. So, like many's a night, in the middle of the night, we'd have got word, Jaish, which is army's coming, and we'd have to. So we just jumped out of bed and run up the mountain, and they'd have been there in 2 minutes. So that was a constant threat. So the first 5 or 6 days, we didn't get a shower or anything. And you know how miserable that is, and you're smelling, and it was horrible, like. And that's when this great beard, I never had a beard before, but this beard started to grow, and I said, I'm going to have a shave. And one of the wee activists, the activist said, Kevin, you're going to go home from here a changed man inside, and why don't you just keep your beard and not reflect the change in you? And I love that sentiment, and I love my beard, because Palestine did change me, and I am a different person, and the beard does reflect that. When I look in the mirror, I remember that, what Palestine gave me. But the shower that the family had was like a wee portaloo, and I had a gas bottle, and it heated the water from the tank up on the roof, and that wee portaloo was inside the second cave where the sheep used to be, but the hose was broken on it. So when I went down to get the shower, I went and said, well, I couldn't talk to my mum because she had no English, and I sort of gestured and whatnot and said, no, how do I work this? And that woman with her smile, I never forget her, smiling the whole way, in her quiet way, like, she said, right, I'll sort that out for you. And she got a plastic bucket, and she filled from the hot water shower a bucket of hot water, and she got like an empty tin of beans or peas, and she washed it out, and she gave me that, and she's big smile, there you are. And I went into that porta cabin, and I had the best shower I ever had, with a bucket of water and a pea tin. And that was an amazing shower, man. How many showers do you have that you'll remember for the rest of your life? And like, it just shows you, like, the people in Palestine, they had a lovely life, but materially they didn't seem to want. They weren't annoyed that shower was broken, and they just made do with it. And how is it that the people who have the least seem to be the happiest and the nicest? And us in the West, who have the most, seem so incontent, and there's such loneliness and depression and this always constantly trying to get more and more and more. And how is that the poorest people in the world, who want the least, just want to live the simple, plain life, get a bit of education, live with their families, how is it they're the ones that are being murdered and displaced and exploited by us, or these governments? They're not us, we don't want it, but these governments of ours, how is that even possible, like? And that experience, and you know, watching what has happened in this phase of the Nakba up close in the palm of our hands, and reading what Fares Abalebda was posting during the genocide on Facebook, I vowed to myself I'll never complain about anything in my life. Never. And sometimes I do think, you know, like last night I was thinking, this is a bit crap, but you soon catch yourself on and realise how lucky we are. That's my wee thought today. I'm heading here from Little's in Sligo, where it's spelled Tesco according to Damien, but this is where I walked to last night, and we're going to head towards Tobercurry. Probably won't make it, but you know the road I'm on. Give me a beep if like Liam, you fancy a wee stroll and dander and chat. You don't need to arrange it. Meet up with us and walk. I'd love it, and hopefully I'll see you along the road. Slán.